Hello, my friend. Group hug. Oh, it's the thick of July. It is still summer. It is glorious out. I am sending you some of the sunshine and positive vibes and color and more color. I believe in color therapy. And I believe that Ricochet Rose Tarot, a fabulous member of my fam, is just A+. I'm loving this so much. I'm using it again so soon after this jug made its debut. I had a wonderful weekend. I hope you did too. I am feeling so fit and fabulous and happy, and I have a lot of updates for you guys. I have to start off by talking about Eugenia Cooney, whom I discussed in my daily recap video yesterday. Eugenia is the subject of Shane Dawson's most recent YouTube video, his first in many months. If you don't know who this girl is, she's in her early 20s, is popular for cosplay amongst other things, has about 2 million subscribers. And this year she went viral for all the wrong reasons. People were commenting on her appearance, her weight, her looking very thin, alarmingly thin. So she went away and got help. And the Shane video was her comeback to YouTube. So during the live chat yesterday on YouTube, several members of my fam let me know that friends of Eugenia Cooney's released a video exposing her and her mother. And my initial reaction was anger. Why would you expose somebody who is in such a fragile place? Yes, Eugenia Cooney is better now, but she's still going through it. She only got help earlier this year. Recovery is a lifelong process. If you're anorexic or bulimic or an alcoholic or worse, you know, somebody who struggled with heroin in the past, you're always going to have that addiction, that issue, that problem. You're just in relapse. You've mastered it, but that is always a part of who you are. And exposing somebody like Eugenia Cooney could be very triggering to her. It could cause a relapse. It could cause stress. Just why would you do that? Why? So when I got to this page on YouTube to watch the video, before I even viewed it, I left a comment. And I said, shameful, shame on you. This is not your story to tell. And that was my initial thought until I watched the video. This video by Jacqueline Glenn and her 2 friends, I wouldn't say makes Shane's obsolete, but it flips it on his head. And I feel like Eugenia's team, her mother, played Shane, used him, which I just, I'm still trying to wrap my brain around it, because those are some damning allegations that these people made. They claim that Eugenia's mother is allegedly abusive, allegedly an enabler, allegedly turning a blind eye, according to them. This girl and her friends claim that they staged an intervention. They were able to call in medical experts, the authorities, and put her on a 5150 hold because she was in such poor shape. And when the mother found out, she screamed at these friends. A parent should protect and want to help their child. And the only possible scenario is money. But if your child is not alive, you're not going to be able to make money off of your child. And she's not a child. She's a 24, 25-year-old woman, mid-20s. Maybe the mother has her own eating disorder issues. I don't know. I've never seen the mother, what she looks like. I don't know her past or her present. But after finishing that nearly 30-minute video that Jacqueline posted, I believe her. I believe that her intentions are pure and real to put the authorities and the world and everybody on notice, and to do her part, even if that means irrevocably ruining the relationship, which probably was already ruined after, you know, getting authorities involved and her being placed on the 5150 hold. But if this mother is not a positive influence on her daughter, and if they live together and have such a close relationship, this girl is still in danger. I pray that as part of her recovery, she has ongoing therapy. I think she needs that. And hopefully a therapist is aware of these allegations and can discuss them with her. So to Jacqueline and her friends, I am sorry for that initial comment. I don't think you're using Eugenia for clout, which I did raise as a concern. Because somebody in such a fragile state, you shouldn't use that person for clout. You're allowed to have an opinion on things that they have said and done, but to expose something that could be really harmful that they may not want out there, I think it was a important move, a calculated risk, and I applaud you, Jacqueline, and your friends. It seemed like you really did care about this woman, and sad. Another quick update on my video from yesterday. I mentioned how James Charles, in a new interview, said that he thinks drama channels should be deleted from YouTube. Well, I have heard from drama channels that James Charles would slide into their DMs and give them information. James Charles is the definition of a hypocrite. James Charles needs to delete himself off YouTube. Thankfully, YouTube values freedom of speech and the law. Although they don't love controversial content, so they'll demonetize you. But you know what? Not everything is about money. Even this video where I'm going to talk about Cardi B and something crazy that she said, just even talking about this subject could get me demonetized. And that's okay, because I'm going to talk about it. Cardi B took to Twitter to say, "I wish I was dead." A real tweet that Cardi B sent. And there's two scenarios here. She was either being honest, and then I'm really concerned for her and for her daughter, or she was being dramatic and gross and inappropriate. You don't send out a tweet like that. "I wish I was dead." What set her off was she chose to engage in a dialogue. She did an Instagram live where she was talking about past statements that she made, where she previously alleged that she would drug and then rape clients back when she was a stripper and possibly even an escort. A lot of people felt strongly about those comments she made in the past and continue to. So now she wanted to set the record straight and say that she never raped anybody. She said, quote, she's not proud of her previous actions. I have a past that I can't change. We all do. I don't like when people be trying to call me a rapist. I don't like that blank because people try to dig up something and make it seem something that I didn't do. I never touched nobody. I never blank nobody. And rape is when you blank somebody without their consent or without asking. Blank don't have to put blank in blank's drinks. These blanks be going to the club, getting drunk and getting high. I never put blank in blank's drinks. Yeah, I went through blank's pockets. A lot of you blank be going through blank's pockets for $40 to catch a cab because a blank don't want to give you that. Same blank. Was I wrong for that? That was wrong, but I never blanking hurt nobody. I think a welfare check should be done. I'm serious. Tweeting, I wish I was dead. I just would never think that unless I was really thinking that. And then if she was really thinking that, that's a real problem that she needs help for. I think the rest of 2019 is going to be very difficult and bad for Cardi B. This is a major red flag. All right, let's keep it light and bright and moving. And I want to thank and give a cheers to two very special members of my fam. Rachel Canterbury. Or is it Canterbury? It's Canterbury. Canterbury. Rachel Canterbury. Canterbury. I'm used to saying Canterbury. Canter. I love you, Rachel Canterbury. Barry. Ah! I can't say it. Rachel Canterbury. And Fiona Judd Cooper, cheers to you. Both of you are dolls and delights. All right, on to some more music-related news from Cardi B to another rapper. Yes, he followed through with it. Donald Trump actually called and had a conversation with the Prime Minister. Is it Prime Minister or President? I think Prime Minister of Sweden. Let me make sure here, just so that I am accurate. Yeah, the Prime Minister. And was lobbying for the release of A$AP Rocky. After Kim and Kanye called Donald Trump, not really, called Jared Kushner, and then Jared Kushner played intermediary. It's nice to have an in into the White House. But unfortunately for Donald Trump, the Prime Minister said, too bad. You cannot interfere in our legal proceedings, and the law is the law, and this is how it works here. So, A$AP Rocky is going to be detained at least until Thursday of this week. He almost would have been better off just pleading guilty, which is what G-Eazy did. G-Eazy probably had... Wait, did I put this for the podcast? Let me see here. I want to make sure. Okay. Yeah, G-Eazy probably had better lawyers that were maybe Swedish lawyers who knew how the system worked there. G-Eazy pled guilty to assault and drug charges, and he spent less time behind bars than A$AP Rocky has. And he pled guilty to assault and drugs. I would think drug charges would be more serious than assault, especially when both are combined. G-Eazy was found to have possession of him cocaine, right? And in fact, G-Eazy has spoken out about the A$AP Rocky situation, saying, the difference between me and Rocky's treatment and process in Sweden brings to mind two concepts that disgustingly go hand in hand. White privilege and systematic racism. Let's call it what it is. He should not be behind bars right now. My heart goes out to my brother A$AP Rocky and his team. We're writing for you all. Eek. All right, in more music-related news, we all know that Katy Perry and Taylor Swift made up this year. Does Katy Perry owe Taylor Swift any consideration, any respect when it comes to Scooter Braun and potentially hurting Taylor's feelings? Let me tell y'all what happened over the weekend. Katy Perry went to an event at Scooter Braun's house. Scooter and Taylor, we all know what happened between them this year. Taylor made it very public that Scooter Braun was bullying her repeatedly throughout her career. He's not even denied those allegations. He's said nothing publicly about Taylor Swift. Scooter held a fundraiser at his house for Kamala Harris. Kamala, I think it is. Kamala. I'm awful with pronunciations. If you're Katy Perry and you get invited to an event at Scooter Braun's house, I would think you have to think, oh God, that may piss off my new friend again, Taylor Swift. Is it telling that she went anyways? She could have just donated money to Kamala's campaign and not shown up. Demi Lovato was also there, and Ariana Grande, but that makes more sense because both of them are managed by Scooter Braun. Katy Perry is not. Do you think Katy was in the wrong here, or she shouldn't have to change her life because she's now friends with Taylor? Wait, did I put that for the podcast? Getting my notes ready. I'll put that, yeah, I'll put that here. I'll put that here. Oh, no, I'll put this here. All right. Okay. In other news, my friend, oh my God, more music-related news. The Spice Girls are said to be signing a $10 million contract apiece for a 6 weeks Las Vegas residency. Yeah, I cannot wait to go to that. I love the Spice Girls. They make my heart happy still, 20 plus years later. Girl power. All right, more music news before I move on to some TV news. Miranda Lambert's husband, that New York Police Department officer, has taken a leave of absence because he's got a sugar mama and he doesn't have to work anymore. All right, Kylie Jenner totally disrespected her fans yesterday. Oh no, when was it? Saturday? Saturday. Over the weekend. It was Saturday. Kylie Jenner had a pop-up for her Kylie Skin and had hinted that she was going to be there. She promoted her pop-up hard. She had a truck show up to the Topanga Mall, and it was there all day long. People were waiting for hours, since 6 in the morning, including a member of my fam who messaged me and told me everything that happened, and Kylie ended up not showing up. And she sent Kris Jenner in her place for 5 minutes. For 5 minutes. You don't hype up that you're likely going to show up. Or I don't know exactly what Kylie said because I don't view her Instagram stories, which is where she was promoting it, but A lot of people were under the impression that she was going to be there, and then she didn't. She had no excuse not to. If you're going to like promote it hard, that gives your fans the impression you're going to be there. Do you think Kylie should have been there? I do. She's in town, right? She's already back from vacation. Lame. In more reality TV news, Audrina Patridge has been granted a restraining order against her ex, Corey Bowen. Why? This is the real awful part. She has alleged more domestic violence against him. That is serious. And yes, as a result of this and the police being involved, she is now asking for sole custody of their daughter, Kira. Next season of The Hills is going to be even more dramatic. All right, from that to The View, sending positive vibes to Meghan McCain. I am a big fan of hers, and she revealed that she recently suffered a miscarriage. If you want to read what she has to say, I'll have the link down below. Of course, as always, I will have links down below for you guys to read, hear, or see everything that I talk about. And finally, let's end things today on a couple of items from Comic-Con. First, OMG, I am so excited about the new Star Trek Picard show with Patrick Stewart. I grew up watching The Next Generation, and it has been announced that Data, Brent Spiner, is going to be returning to the show, the new show with Patrick Stewart, and also Jerry Ryan, who starred in Voyager, I believe, will be on this show too, as well as Jonathan Frakes and Marina Sirtis. They'll be making cameos. The other two, Jerry and Brent, I think are going to be regulars. And a lot of Marvel news. I'm excited for Blade with Mahershala Ali. That's cool. And Natalie Portman's going to be female Thor. And I'm excited that finally the second Doctor Strange movie has been announced. Doctor Strange 2 is going to be a new thing that Marvel is doing. They're going to start doing scary movies. I wonder if that'll be rated R. Scary Marvel movies, they should be rated R if you want them to be really scary. But I love Doctor Strange. It's my favorite Marvel film. And also, The Eternals, the cast was announced. Angelina Jolie, Richard Madden, and more. It's rumored that Richard Madden will be the first openly gay, or the first major gay character in a Marvel film. So I'm excited for that. And I'm excited for this week. Thank you for watching. You are awesome. Mwah. If you enjoyed this video, you know what to do. Turn on your notifications so that we can chat live. Follow me on Instagram, The Perez Hilton. Get a personalized video greeting from me at cameo.com/Perez Hilton. Sign up for my newsletter at PerezNewsletter.com. Read PerezHilton.com daily. Follow my family personal channel on YouTube, The Perez Hilton. And keep on keeping on. Life is awesome. Mwah. And so are you.